Hello, hello, welcome to another fantastic day in Chronostory. Don't mind me while I just get set up. Feeling good today though, hope everyone's going to be doing well themselves. Let's get my links up. Alright, let's do it. So, starting the day level 195. Not bad, not too shabby. Hoping to hit like... I'm not going to get to play that much before the end of the week, so I'm hoping to hit like 196 and a half by the end of the week. And then I've got a big week tomorrow, with a lot more free time that week, so maybe even finish 199 at the end of that week. We'll see how we go. Let me get my dice ready. 5, beautiful. And then the other thing is I've switched to like the Evil Wings for the bunny hopping strategy, which is definitely quicker, but some of the time I'm not one-shotting the black drones. Sorry, I'm not 3-shotting the black drones when we want to be 3-shotting, so it's okay. I'm like 5 ints literally off definitely 3-shotting them, but it's definitely quicker to use the Evil Wings for me, given how much magic attack I have. And it feels a lot cleaner too. Like I've gone down to a 106 jump shoe, and the Evil Wing attack speed just feels really clean, so I'm able to do this a lot more cleanly. As for the goals for today, nothing in particular. I've still got a lot of equipment to scroll. We've got some capes, some hats, and a lot of overalls for my ults. Just scroll it that like usual. Not really going to deviate too much from the standard agenda. The main purpose is really just experience at the moment. I think once I hit 200, I'll probably work on getting all my pianist rings. And I'm looking forward to hitting 200, and then I can start to work on another character. And now that we know that the cap, I mean, we learned today that the cap is not actually 200, and Toscana hit level 201 sometime earlier. I gotta rethink what I actually want to do. Like, I think I get my ult to something like 150 or 160, and then I just keep leveling the main, probably. Like, I think that's gonna be the plan. But we can decide that when we get to there. Still gonna be, you know, a few weeks away from that point. I'll just do a quick plug. And then also, I guess the other news is that like Leafree is getting pretty close to being finished, developed. Like it's like 75% done, Vaft said today. So, I don't know man, could be 1 week, could be 2 weeks, like we're getting pretty close to that content coming out. I'm excited, we always need the new content. And there's some pretty cool features I was showing just in like some little snippets, such as like a database or monster loot table being built into the client. So you can see like what each mob drops within the client and what percentage and all that sort of stuff. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's going to be a really interesting update when it comes out. I'm trying to target like 40% a day. I mean, that's pretty tough already. It's like 1.3 bill to level up, so 40% is like 520 million. That's pretty difficult. I started the day at 2%, so made decent progress today. But I've got distracted by hanging out with a lot of people in the Chronostory Discord and killing a lot of PNS and stuff, so I definitely haven't grinded as hard as I could have. Fluid, how's it going? Good to see you, my man. Author and founder, chronostory.dex.com. Daft, hello, ni hao to you. I was meant to have fixed my chat window. I gotta pay attention to that. I was hoping to like have the messages a little larger and have them linger. Maybe I didn't fix that. Have another look next time. Fuck, my just chat messages are just not showing up. Maybe it's they really should be. Oh wait, they are. Oh, cool. Nice. You decide to give a Chronostory a try. You're level 62 on your Ice Lightning. Where should you grind until 70? Yeah, I've got some details, Gandrel, in my Ice Lightning guide. To try to reiterate it, I think some of the mobs in Aqua Road are going to be pretty good because the flowerfish and the bubblefish, like some of them have elemental disadvantages. So some of them are weak to thunder and some are weak to cold beam. I haven't really tested myself which one is the best, but there's 3 options there in Aqua Road that have elemental weakness. I think one of them is weak to ice and 2 of them are weak to thunder. So those are probably the best options, but the other thing they did was they also buffed the mini cargo spawn rate, and I assume that's a better map than it used to be, but people still tell me that's a pretty bad map, so I wouldn't really go there. I would suggest just Aqua Road. Pick one of those 3 mobs that I mentioned. I didn't mention the actual mob, but you can either find it on my guide or it's definitely just like the flowerfish, the bubblefish, like the ones to the right of Aqua Road. And yeah, pick one with the correct elemental weakness, and I'm thinking Cold Beam's going to be easier to use, just because of how difficult it is to actually get in range of all the mobs with Thunderbolt, but again, I haven't seen the spawn myself. I'm pretty sure the best map is going to be one in Aqua Road, unless you've got, you know, friends to help you out, or leech gobbies or something like that. Like Yeti and Pepe, it's okay. I don't think it's the best buff for Ice Lightning. Either way, you know, 60 to 70 is the hardest point for Ice Lightning, so it might be relatively quick, but it's still gonna feel pretty slow, I reckon. $195 hot diggity damn, we're getting there. Nate, I get like, I don't know, it's like probably gonna go for like 40% a day, but that's only on days where I'm working from home and I can actually like play a little bit. Tomorrow's an office day, and then, you know, I'm gonna get like nothing tomorrow, so yeah, I think I'm gonna finish the week at like 196. I don't think I'll get much further, but I should at least be able to get to 198 the following week when I have a lot less going on. We're on track for sure. I think 3 weeks is all I need, but I'm hoping to get it done within like 2 and a bit. Yeah, not 2 and a bit, hopefully. I'm optimizing here as well. I changed my weapon to a faster weapon, even though it's weaker. I've probably got just enough magic attack to 3-shot the black drones most of the time. Next level I'll definitely have enough. And that's probably giving me like an extra like 5 to 8% on drones. It's better than the unwelcome one for me, but it wouldn't be better for many others. Other than that, I mean, I've farmed a little bit of fish today. I've got enough, like, ETCs. I got 50 ETCs, so I can at least exchange the mini penises and try to get something good off it, but I don't think I'm gonna get anything good. I'm also, like, not finding any accessory scrolls from Richie or Shade. So even if I get my another Clover, like, face accessory, I can't really scroll it. So I'm kind of stuck on that. There's not too much to upgrade, to be honest. It's, any NX drops from penis? I haven't checked, to be honest, actually. But I haven't noticed any, but I also haven't checked. The answer to that question is no. I mean, I've only killed, like, you know, over 50 penises. It's not even that many, to be honest. People find that stuff, like, on repeat, on cycle. But it kind of sucks, you know. Dave was looking at my inventory before. He's looking at all 1-stat rings and calling me out. Embarrassing for me to be carrying 1-stat rings. I'll definitely be working on the rings after I hit 200, but no sooner. It's gonna stunt my progress to 200. Feels bad when you sold mini penis before the update. How many did you sell? I mean, I don't blame you, but at the same time, I kind of suspected it might, like, that update might happen that allowed the ATCs to be traded, or exchanged rather. I kind of saw it coming this time, because everyone said the same thing about the Xeno Mega Fist, and then we eventually got that change. So, once again, I don't blame you, but I did foresee it. A little over 100, oh, that's more than I thought. That kind of hurts to hear. I'm sorry, Kyoto. Ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah, I mean, if the rings were, you know, more valuable, it's only 3 stat after you scroll, you know. It's not even worth my time. If it feels more, I would definitely invest into it sooner. It's not changing anything here, though. Shamana, my man, hope you're doing well. I was lurking all day in your stream, man. You're progressing nicely. 191. Oh wait, no, I did come in and say hello. I kind of forget when I say hello sometimes. I'm mostly just lurking, because you're a very off-topic streamer sometimes, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'm not really gonna bring him back on topic when he wants to get away from Chrono. But I hope you're doing well, man. Scrolls are more rare than the Dark Rings at this point. Yeah, I've actually found a 30% scroll off penis, but I haven't found I haven't even found a 2-stat ring. I've only found 1 stat, which is insane, right? I think it's insane, but I haven't really farmed that much, to be honest. So, 182 Gacha, that's not bad. I'll probably burn that today as well. Why not? Alright, we got a rebuff. Clear my inventory. 11, nothing good. Nope, nope, nope. I'll quickly show everything I have to scroll today. It's pretty similar theme to what we had last time. So, a lot of hats, some gloves, overalls, 1 cape. I found 1 cape, 12 stat, not bad. I mean, hopefully we can go for an upgrade there. And then a few more hats. Maybe like no more than like 13 items to scroll. But it's something, we got something to sweat today. What are your goals now besides 200? Now that we know that the levels are uncapped, I really gotta rethink my goals. I think I'm definitely gonna be working on a second character. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the Outlaw just because of how bad the Bowmaster is to level up. I think I'm really gonna work on the gear on my Outlaw and like try and get some good gear. Like gear it out just like my main pretty much. Like maybe 55 stat overall. I'm waiting for Leaf Free to drop because the pirates don't have a good reliable way to farm their gloves. Like the 90 glove, the 100 glove, they don't drop. So hopefully Leaf Free changes that. You have a very pleasant voice. Thank you very much, Daft. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's kind of outrageous that the pirates can't actually farm their own gloves. So like, my pirate at least has a 12 attack glove, but I'd love to improve on that once Leaf Free comes out and it actually drops. So The only question is like, how far do I want to push the pirate? I'm thinking like 160 is a reasonable point. Like, get my blessing up to level 16. That sounds pretty good to me. Any further than that would probably be a huge time investment when I don't really care for my ults as much as my main. I love my main and I love Ice Lightning, so I'll probably just go back to my Ice Lightning at that point. And then rethink what my goals are, to be honest, based on whatever the content drops. Have you rolled Eternal Bullet in Gacha? I definitely have. The craziest thing is that like, it feels like Eternal Bullet drops so easily. Like, I made all my dice mules. I was finding Eternal Bullet on all of them. It's insane. Another 5? Boom. Beautiful. Prepped him for 4th job Battleship? I'll prep him for... Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I want it to be completely geared out. Like, I'd love to gear out all of my characters just so that, like, when a good boss drops, I could rotate between all the characters and just take it down. Especially as more field bosses come out, I think that's where it's going to be handy to have all my other, like, mules be a little bit stronger than they currently are. Because, like, back when I wanted to kill Xeno, not Xeno Mega, but Xeno, I can't really do that on an ult. I'm nowhere near strong enough. I'd love to get my ults high enough to kill a boss like Xeno, in theory. But yeah, you know, that direction can change based on whatever the content comes out. It's, I don't really know what to expect with Leafree. I mean, we know it's going to be pretty similar to vanilla Leafree. I just hope there are some high level mobs there. I'm talking like at least 115 plus. I want to see something over the level of drones, like please. I kind of don't expect it, but we'll see. I think we just need some alternate training spots. I don't want to be here on my second character. I hate this map so much. It's not a bad map, I've just come to hate it, having spent an eternity over here. And like, mages enjoy this map more than anyone, because of the way I'm farming right now. I can hit all three rows with good timing, but still, it's really sweaty. I do prefer my grind to be a little more chill than this. Like, I have to time all my jumps, and yeah, it's yuck, man. I was also begging for some more challenging boss content, like either a boss that one-shots me or can reflect my damage or something, you know, just to make me like try a little harder in boss fights. I don't need to just sit there and tank it. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know that we're gonna get it with Leafree, but you know, down the line, I'm sure we'll get something like that. Yeah, Pap would definitely be cool. I'm sure Pap can have those kind of mechanics. I don't remember. I never actually got to do Pap in Artale, but from what I remember, it does have some more difficult mechanics, right? There definitely was some sort of return damage ability that you had to like stop DPS for a moment. I like things like that. You know, things that keep you on your toes. Has some annoying mechs and hurts. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I want to get hurt. I want to get punished, you know, by a boss. None have challenged me yet. I guess at some point as well, we'll need to start thinking about Classic World with the closed beta dropping in the next month. I'll see how that goes too. I'll probably split my time between the two initially, and then depending on how much we enjoy it, you know, who knows what happens after that. I should put my tracker up. I'm clearing so much quicker with Evil Wings. This experience rate is kind of illegal. Alright, rebuff time. I gotta go to the bathroom too, I was chugging that water. Absolutely devoured it. Alright, I'll be right back guys, real quick. Alrighty. Bricked all my dice. Oh well. Seven hours, one level? It's not that bad. Did you think this is a lot or not a lot, Fluid? I can't tell. It's not too bad. The time to level with the Ludibrium raids, like before Omega Sector was released, was even worse. That's a whole damn job. Yeah, it's not. It's a lot, but you know, it kind of just goes by when you're dialed in. Oh, did I miss a YouTube sub while I was gone? Oh, thank you for the YouTube sub. I hope my alerts are working. I'm pretty sure I fixed them, so I'm confident they are. But I don't get that many alerts, so kind of hard to test. Alright, 35 minutes in, 25 more to go with the grind, and then we can do some gachapon and scrolling. You can jump and use this as an ice mage. Has it always been like this? It has always been like this, but we didn't really discover this strategy up until definitely a lot later, until the release of Omega Sector. Someone like hypothesized this strategy and we've kind of perfected it over time. So basically we've been tampering with the amount of jump that we need on our shoes, and we were like trying anything between like 7, 8, 10, and it kind of depends on your weapon what jump you want to use, but I've got the timing down pat finally. Like I usually hit the top row most of the time, and it's a better way to farm for us mages. But it has always been like this, it's just that we never knew that we could use it in this way up until then. The timing is like tough to describe, but it's like I'm holding jump and then I'm teleporting between most of my jumps. You thought you'd seen it all? Yeah, it's definitely a unique way to farm. I didn't discover this, but I've certainly perfected it. The timing is kind of like teleport, jump. It's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So if I show my keyboard, you see me just going like boop, 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 pretty much. And then at the same time I'm holding jump. But for anyone curious, I can always like actually teach them how to do it. Is there no full map attack in Chronostory? That's correct, there is not. I mean, Dragon Knight does have their Dragon Roar, but you can't really spam it, so even though it is technically a full map attack, it's not really like continual full map attack. So yeah, for that reason, there's not really any full map attack in at the moment. I don't know if that's going to change with 4th job. I think they don't like the idea of full map attacking. It's purely speculation, but if I'm going to guess based on, you know, my conversations with Vaft and stuff, I think if there is to be a full map attack, it would have a cooldown on it. Like, it wouldn't be spammable. They don't like that kind of gameplay. Yeah. Shadow Web is technically full map attack. I want to say it's not, because like, the range is like a little bit short of being full map. You can definitely hit multiple platforms, and when you see what you can hit with Shadow Web, you'll be going, what the fuck? I can actually hit this platform? However, I wouldn't really call it a full map attack, it's just like a super long range attack. But I understand, yeah, technically could be described as that. Yeah, correct, there's no 4th job yet as well. We've been patiently waiting for it, despite, you know, me being level 195. Not too much we could do about it. The game has been like really accelerated, so a lot of the high level players are sitting around that like level 140, 150 mark without 4th job, which is fine. We've come to just expect it. Like, everything about this game has been accelerated. Like my experience rates, the attacks, everything like that being super strong. It's a very different experience, but you definitely get used to it. Like, everyone who's played Chronostory, you know, tends to enjoy the unique aspects of the game. Alright, we're definitely on track for 40%. Got another 20 minutes left. I'd love to finish the day at like 45, but I don't think I'm gonna get that far. That'd be like a whole nother hour, actually. Maybe 40 minutes. I'll get to like 42, I think. You want to try it, but just gonna wait till OSMS release? I mean, you could certainly do that. There's also no harm in trying it, Tupac. Like, you've got nothing to lose. Unless you feel that, you know, you're going to be super invested in the game and not want to go to Classic or anything, there's no reason why you can't try it. But I understand, you know, I think it's the mentality of not wanting to get like super invested into anything before Classic comes out, if they know that they're going to be invested into Classic. Do you do anything else in Chrono at the moment? Aside from killing these drones, we do a little bit of bossing as well. I kill mini bosses and main bosses, so like there is a lot of other things to do. I just choose not to do them because they're not the most efficient. But you know, you put me on the spot, and then the other things we can do, I can farm area bosses with my mules. I kind of need the scrolls that come from here. A lot of people play the game differently than me because I have all the equipment that I need, but if they don't, then they can look for the equipment that they need, they can look for the scrolls that they need. There's a lot of players that like change maps based on what they need. It just so happens that what I need is in that one spot, so there's really like nowhere else to go for me. So aside from doing that, I also go to PNS from time to time and kill the boss. Gotta rebuff. Oh, fuck. Alright, we're good. It's not good enough. Alright, I only did that because I rolled some garbage dices. Do I have any dice still to roll? Nope, I gotta wait 3 minutes. No problem. That's why I'm eager for Leaf Ray to come out, you know? I want to get out of this map, like... Yeah, it is a little draining. You didn't mean it for it to come up like that? No, not at all. I mean... I'm very nonchalant. I didn't take it to be that. I understand. You've had trouble really getting into the game because it's a bit grindy and the social aspect isn't really there. Definitely the social point has merit. Unfortunately, it is just the way it is. You didn't have the displeasure of seeing the game when we had trading and just how much of a factor the, you know, RMTers and unethical people had on the game. It just had to go in that direction, you know. It's not like we went in that direction initially, but botting at its worst was really, really bad. I mean, we still have botters, obviously, but nowhere near to the extent that we do now, and part of that is due to the fact that, you know, trusted players like myself get lie detector abilities, and, you know, we have the power to help curb the botting situation. But my point was that it was just so bad it kind of had to go down this direction. And yeah, for that reason, you have every right to feel like, you know, the social interactivity isn't there. It was so nice when we had trading. It really made up for it. We had a marketplace channel on Discord and everything. It was a great time. Not that it's not a great time now. I'm confident that content's going to come eventually in the form of like raids and party quests, but you know, Classic will be out by then. How much do you want to wait when Classic's probably going to fill that void for you? So yeah, it's a tough one, you know. It's a tough one. I've seen a lot of people come and go in Chrono, and I can totally understand why. For me, it's simple. I say it a million times. It's kind of like my alma mater that, you know, if I have a goal in the game, I can just do it all day. Like my goal right now, 200, no problem. I'm just set on that goal. But when I don't have a goal and when I don't have any direction is kind of when I struggle to do anything. The experience rate is times 2? Yes. I don't know why I was misremembering that. Yes, it's times 2. Drop rate times 3, but experience is 2. You don't want to get burned out before OSMS. Completely valid, you know. Chronostory is a grindy type of game. I think the one thing it has going for it is that The early game is quite accelerated. You will feel like, you know, you'll be able to, I don't want to say compete, but at least like play with some of the like mid to high level players pretty quickly, like a lot quicker than you would expect. However, yes, first week of a new server is very crucial. You know, people, it's like a marathon. They don't really pace themselves. They go all out and sprint on it, which is fine. You know, that's where you get the most enjoyment from. That's the most hype right at the beginning of a server. Completely understandable. You don't want to go into that, like, you know, go into your marathon already burnt out from Chronostory. Yeah. Regardless of however much I play, I'm still going to be fresh for Classic, just because of, you know, my own mentality. So I don't really ever burn out. Not with MapleStory at least, maybe other games. I think streaming really helps me avoid burnout and fatigue. Like having, you know, yourselves, like my YouTube, definitely gets more views than I would ever expect. Like, you know, I go back and look at my VODs, I'm like, I'm more shocked to see like so many people go back and watch my VODs. I'm getting so much viewership for my expectation after the VOD is over. Like, people go back and watch the VODs. I mean, I guess maybe they know that I gacha and stream every time, like 1 hour in, and they want to see me implode about how bad the gacha pump goes. I do have a full-time job as well, yes. No streaming is just for fun. It most certainly can never really be a full-time job for the vast majority of people. So, you know, I think recognizing that is important for those that wish to make it a reality. I like Dino Fries. I listen to him, and then, you know, when he says he wants to make it full-time, power to him. I'd love to see him make it work, but I'm tentative. I am, yeah. You never know. Like Classic could just like fall off a cliff. It could be really good. It could be, you know, could be terrible. I'm very curious to see what the player experience is like, what the cash shop is like, especially with the promises that there'll be no pay to win. What does that even mean, you know? Do we still get teleport rocks? Do we get experience coupons? I don't know, I hope not. But there's got to be something, right? Like, you know, we know Nexon, we know they have to make money, so pick your poison. The other thing I love about Chronostory is just the MapleStory Worlds platform and being able to play on mobile or emulator. That's kind of important to me too, because I've always been the kind of min-maxi player that likes to rely on my mules a lot. And with a standalone client, I can't really do that. Maybe no 2x, but you remember it taking like 8 hours to get to level 10? It should never be that bad, right? I think mages have it really bad when it comes to that, especially if you want to maximize your mana pool and you're not leveling magic claw straight away. Yes, the mages could take that long to get to level 10, but all the other classes like shouldn't really have it that bad. It should be a nice breeze to level 10. Hey, where'd my buffs go? This, and then dice. Yep. Four? Yeah, good enough. Alright, I got about 12 more minutes on the grind. We'll get to level 4, get to 40%. It'll be very interesting to see how many people make the second, but, you know, there's not really much fun in first job. Surely people will be motivated to go to second. I know the intent, the drive will be there. It's going to be more so, you know, like how long does it actually take to get there? Being, you know, what deters players if it takes too long. I do remember in OSMS, you know, the late level 20s trying to finish that first job was very slow, you know, without any 999 quests or anything like that. It was super slow. You think Nexon will eventually milk Classic for money? They most certainly will, right? The question is like how? Like we know that they will. It's just, you know, it's just it's just who they are. You don't mind keeping up with Chrono when it drops? Yeah, Chrono can be the kind of game where like you don't need to play it every day. You don't even need to play it, you know, more than a couple times a week or whatever. You can just play it when new content releases, and that's probably what's most enjoyable. Hopefully they don't bring back cubing. Yeah, I was kind of like done with old school at about that point. You know, I do remember all that from when I came back to the post Big Bang server, but yeah, I don't remember those days very fondly at all. Just too many layers of RNG. We already have enough RNG to deal with in Chronostory, and even then it's very mild compared to the layers of RNG you'll get in other versions of MapleStory. Cosmetics and PSSBS, I can't remember what that is, for sure. Definitely cosmetics. PSSBS, what's that one again? Try to guess? I can't even guess. I wonder if Belte will make a 5th job for players who make it to 200. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. There's just so much more to do before that's even like looked at. Let alone, it does take a really long time to get to 200. Like the average player is probably going to take another like a year or 2 to get to 200. 5th job? Like that seems insane. I don't think there'd be enough people to utilize 5th job. Premium surprise style boxes. Oh, okay, it's just more gacha based stuff. Cosmetic gacha. Ah, I never got to do that, but yeah, that sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm hoping for the best, fearing for the worst. I truly think I won't enjoy it as much as Chrono, to be honest. I've just been like swayed by all the quality of life changes and all the little optimizations that we've come to love and enjoy with Chronostory that I'm pretty confident Classic won't really have. But I've got my, you know, pre-thoughts, but I'll still go in there with an open mind and ready to enjoy it. Especially with a lot of other people, you know, it's the social aspect. I've been such a solo player when it comes to Chronostory. I sometimes even feel bad about it, man. You know? Friend asks me, like, will you help me out with this? Like, help me with this 999 quest. I'm like, no, I gotta hit 200. This guy just already hit 200. I can't fucking, like, I feel bad. But I'm also just, like, too competitive of a player to, like, I used to be that guy. I used to want to help, but I don't know, man. If you're listening, Tubesuck, I'm sorry. I'm not carrying a 999s. What I do for friends is like give buffs whenever they want. My rage buff, my HP buff, everything is there if anyone wants it. If anyone's on Chrono wants, you know, secondary buffs, just let me know. The allure was walking from map to map, Hennessy's to Koning City, too much quality of life. I understand, in 2-pack you probably have more of that, you know, I don't want to like say purist mindset, but you definitely value the you know, the original OSMS more than some of the modernized changes. Like, people react one of two ways to these modernized changes. It's like, oh yeah, this is, you know, this definitely should have been in the game initially. I like it that it's in the game now. Or it's, you know, contrarily, it's like, oh no, this goes against the intent and the spirit of what OSMS used to be, and I don't think it should be like this. So you probably have more of the latter thinking, which is totally fine. It's just, you know, what you value. I look at that, I'm like, I'm okay to not really run map to map to get around the fucking place, you know? Like, is the premium teleport rock a bit much? Maybe. Maybe. We already had... It was already super easy to get around because we didn't need to take the ships and stuff like that. It was a long journey from Omega Sector to Aqua Road, but that's only because Korean Folktown is not in the game currently. Other than that, if Korean Folktown's in the game and everything is connected, it's not hard to get from A to B, no matter where you are, so, you know. That was a bit of a tangent, but I can appreciate the point of, you know, admiring the allure of old school MapleStory, like walking map to map and that sort of stuff. I have these like vivid memories of like the slime dungeon where my monitor was like I don't know, one of those super old school ones. It literally felt like the numbers were in 3D when I was looking at it from the monitor from like underneath. I remember these memories like vividly. That is the, you know, my memories of the game, and I always cherish that. I'm like, damn, you know, this was so cool. You're okay with whatever. You think the only thing that will kill OMS is gold sellers? There'll always be people trying to profit off the game, so, you know, it's just whether or not Nexon can do a good job at protecting the integrity of their game. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that at all. I mean, the RMTing was so concerning in Chronostory as well. Like, that was a major reason we had to move to... I think my inventory is full. Move to the reboot model. Like, unfortunately, the Asia server players are who they are, and this is what they do. How many experience per hour you get doing this? You've got those details in the top left, so we're getting about 100 mil per hour at the moment. I'm not grinding at maximum efficiency, and, you know, I'm taking bathroom breaks and whatever, but... Oh, oops, I needed to put my HS on. My bad. But yeah, 100 mil an hour. I can do a little bit better, off stream. But it's a really good rate in Chronostory. I think I rolled a 1, which means I can roll my dice again. Nope. I didn't. Never mind. It need not be said, but I want to thank everyone for being in my stream today. I mean, these numbers are very, very good for me. So, hope you guys are enjoying my stream. What is that right now? Like 5% an hour? I think it's more than that. So it's 1.3 bill to level, and I'm getting 100 mil an hour. So it would be 13 hours to level, which per hour is a little bit more than 5%. I think that's closer to... It's like 7.5. I think it's 7.5. There's some quick math for you. I think that's about right. I'll probably just finish this buff cycle, do another 4 minutes, then we can do some gachapon. You wonder if there's a way to see the rankings of all the character levels? I would be very curious as well. I don't know how we're ever going to make that possible. Especially, like, players can float between NA and Asia, so obviously we can't have individual server rankings. I have no idea how we would manage to do that fluid. But if anyone can figure it out, it's the author and founder of ChronostoryDecks.com. Yours truly. No, not yours truly, that means me, I mean you. It's so mesmerizing to see simple damage numbers here compared to the billions of damage you see in GMS. I feel the exact same way, Vespa Pool. I can't even watch, like, I try to watch GMS gameplay these days and I just struggle. Like, I can at least maybe appreciate some of the boss fights and the complexity of them, but beyond that, the numbers are in the quadrillions and gajillions. Like, it's just not what I remember either. So yeah, this is definitely more comfortable. Even this is like absurd in terms of compared to other old school MapleStory servers that are on MapleStory Worlds. Like, the damage we're doing in Chronostory is probably like 2-3 times more than the other ones. We're very strong for OSMS standards in Chronostory. But yes, you know, day and night difference between GMS and this. I remember when they added damage skins to like GMS as well, and I remember hating that. It just, I don't know, man. It just felt so wrong. Maybe I never got the right skin, I don't know, but I hated that functionality. Alright, I'm gonna stop at precisely 42%. I started at 2% and I told myself I wanted to get 40%, so you know, there's the logic behind that number. Yeah, I understand. There's a little too much going on in some of those fights. You know, you can hop from like one side of the map to the other. You can jump, you know, into the sky, like, and hit the roof with your head. Yeah, I understand that too. I can empathize with that. I do appreciate like good boss fights though. You know, being like a former Lost Ark player and knowing that game and the complexity of some of those boss fights. I like complicated mechanics, but I think what you're referring to is more so like there's so much going on the screen. It's like, as a viewer of that, it's not really, you know, it's a little too much. 2, 2, 1. Alright, it's okay. We're only doing another 0.2% here. We'll bring it home now. Yeah, totally agree, totally agree. Alright, more of a visual issue than a mechanics issue, yeah. I can't tell what's going on when I watch it. Dude, my alerts are not working then. Oh no. Oh, I'll look into that after. That's before. Thanks for the YouTube sub. What the fuck? How do you set up your alts? I'm logged into all of them on BlueStacks, cool guy. I've got my dice mules on my main PC, and then I've got my priest and my hermit on my second device, on laptop on my side. Alright, so we have 42, the magic number. Let's call it there for the grind. And then I'll make my way... I'll probably redeem my coins first of all. Oh, sorry, I should clear my inventory. 26 stats, pretty good. I forgot, I actually have more to scroll than I anticipated because I already put all the bowman stuff on my bowman, so I've got a lot of stuff to scroll, which is going to be good. So let's do this. How many coins do we have? 33? Oh no, wait, 53. Let's see what we get with that. 9 Luck of the Clover, that's really good. That's a 5% rate. We were only meant to get like 2. I got 9? That's really good. There's 9 of these ones for like additional 50% drop rate. Really good stuff. Gonna finish moving stuff across, so move my pirate stuff here. All my bowman stuff here is also ready to go. Like fuck it, I'll scroll it anyway. I've got scroll vouchers to burn. Wow, I have so much. It's because the overalls, like 3 different kinds of overalls drop from drones, so there's always going to be infinite to scroll. Let's move on to the Gachapon. Actually, before then, I'll just get a quick, cheeky, like, area boss kill in. We need the accessory scrolls, so I gotta keep doing this from time to time. Even though I have not found any scrolls in a while. Where is it? But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing Omega Gachapon until I get one more pair of earrings that hopefully scrolls like +4 or better for my second ult. And then I'll absolutely, like, for real, be done with Omega Gachapon. Like, I will not go there anymore. I'll just save my tickets at that point, but for now, we can go there. Alright, quick Smega, and then we'll get right into it. Gamba time again. Black Sheeps, your timing is always impeccable for the Gamba. Oh! I just accidentally crafted a fucking shield. What am I doing? Bruh. It's fine. What am I doing? I'm meant to be over here. Okay. Oops, my bad. Yeah, it's all good. Alright. So we got like 200 tickets. 186 now. We're hoping for the earrings. If Shamana can do it in like 50 pulls, I can do it in 200, right? But like, again, I'm not too fussed anymore. We've gone through all this shit before. We're sitting on 40 stat earrings. Like, we've gone through all this before. So, compared to, you know, weeks ago, I am a lot more calmer than I used to be doing this. No love so far, that's okay. I mean, we're surely at about the end. 42 to go, alright. No problem. Very short gacha, but what can you do? I'm not going to buy Gachapon tickets anymore. It's not a good use of my miso. I'm only going to use what I find. Alright, GG on that. No problem. Cool. Smelt everything, and we'll do some scrolling now. The mage will be last. Let's start with the pirate. Okay, so what do we got to work with? A lot of overalls, that's all we're doing on the pirate at the moment. I don't really have the reroll crystals for the unwelcome guns, and I'm not too interested in them right now. This is not even good, but like, you know, whatever. It'll do for an ult for now, until I have more crystals. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing these, the overalls. Let's see if we can go for like, I'm going for like 55 on the ult. I'm already sitting on 48, which is pretty good, but I mean, this one's like 29, one off max. We got some good pieces to work with. This one's 28, like we got some good pieces. So without further ado, let's do some scrolling. I'll need at least 10, why not? Alright, 24 start. We'll start by one tapping everything, that's always how I go about it. And I'm gonna put the sound up for the scrolling. Good start. 29 start, this is the juicer. Not good, not good. I mean, this one was 24 and it's up to 29. This one's already 29. Like, I might even give it another tap, who knows. Oh, bye-bye. 26. Oh, bye-bye. 28 stat? This one, it's got 7 weapon defense, but whatever. Alright, best of all, take it easy. Thanks for tuning in, appreciate you. Oh, like 3 booms in a row, that's pretty unlucky. I'm gonna give another tap on this 29 stat base, because the base is so high. Yep, okay, it's gone. Sure. I'm left with 1 overall, no problem. Yeah. 2 in a row on this one, not bad, but it was the lowest base one to begin. I won't get excited until I at least hit 4, so let's keep running it. Nope. 3 out of 4, 39. Again, the base was so low, it needs more 30s. Oh, 44 with 5 to go? What now? Well, 60s is the bitch move. I think like 1 more 30 would satisfy me on this one, and then I would 60 it out, but what are we looking at here? Max of 54 with like 5 60s in a row. That's not even that good. I wanted 55, so I'm not going to get there without 1 more. Let's do it. Fingers crossed, please. Oh my god. 49. Do we go for the Toscana? Like, do we just try to like send it even further? Or do we just lock up the solid win? 49 already, 4 to go, maximum of 57. Maximum of 57. It was a low base stat one to begin with. It was only 24 to begin with. But we've hit 5. That's kind of insane. Yeah, I know, right, cool guy? Yeah. It's a decision, it's a decision. I think for an ult, I'll leave it there. I think what I'm going to do is 60s from here. If I fail 2 60s, I'm going to finish with a 30. But if I pass 3 60s, then I get an additional 6 stat, and then I get to 55, and that's already my goal. I said 55 is a goal, so yeah, we got to go with 60s at this point. So let me find my OA dexes. I need a few more of them. If we get 55 stat, we'll call it a day. This is an ult character. We don't need to go too crazy with it, so if it were my main, I'd definitely be going a little further, but that's okay for now. Alright, fingers crossed that the 60s go well. Yeah, looking for like, you know, 3 out of 4, but if it fails early, I don't know. That's good. That's great. That's great. That's not good. This last one needs to pass for 55. We're on 53 at the moment. I'd love to see this pass. Beautiful, beautiful. 55, excellent, excellent. Very, very good for an ult. Much better than my main already, and it's on my ult. So, can't complain about that bad boy. 55, juicy, juicy, juicy stuff. Fantastic. We can now move on to, I mean, this one can go, I guess. 48, bye-bye. Yeah, beautiful. That was juicy. Let's move on to the bowman now. Again, I don't know how much love I should be giving to the bowman. The mules do indeed always eat. I'm pretty sure my outlaw is going to be my secondary mule, and I don't even know how much I'm going to care about this. So, like, should I really be wasting resources on it? I keep asking myself that question. I think what I'm gonna have to do is, like, because I get so many overalls, because they drop like threefold from drones, I gotta be pickier on the ones that I collect. Like, 24 stat now, I just like don't bother scrolling it. I shouldn't bother scrolling it. Switch over to Twitch for less delay, no worries, Fluid. Yeah, I think with my Bowman, I'm going to be really, really strict on what I choose to scroll. Because I could easily churn through all of my scroll vouchers by like burning 30%. So I'm going to start like I'm going to like get rid of the 24 and under. I'm probably going to take 26 and up. It will be a bossing god 1/4 hits. It will. I think I'm going to take 20, what did I just say? 26 and up. Which this is not, this is 24 again. It's on the very bottom of what I wanted to scroll initially, but like right now, 27, I'll scroll this. I'm gonna get rid of my 24s. Like, I don't think it's worth the scroll vouchers anymore. I'll scroll 26, I'll scroll 27. I'm not gonna scroll this. 26. No, sorry, that's 24, I can't count. Yeah. So we'll get rid of that as well. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Gonna be really, really strict on Bowman stuff. I don't want to burn too many scroll vouchers. So this should all be like sellable, which it is. Yeah, let's sell that. The gloves as well, I've been really fussy on. Yeah, 15 is not good enough, but 17, I think 17 and up is the play, and all of them are 17 and up except for this one here. So yeah, we'll do this. I like this because we burn less scroll vouchers, and when we do eventually hit, it's going to be a lot better. 30% bow attack farmable soon anyways. I saw that change where, you know, we're going to get 30% scrolls for the weaker classes, but the weapon 30s are already so cheap. It really doesn't, like, help that much in my opinion. Anyway, we're currently working with 46. Let's try to beat it. Where are my OAs? I just want to check if I had one more scroll on over here. Nope. Alright, all good. I'll need at least like 4. I'll get 5, why not? Alright, good luck to us. No good? Okay. I mean, it's only fair that we boom everything after the 55 starter. Alright, you know what, that's fair enough, that's fair enough. I don't even care that much. Alright, let's go to the gloves. These are all 17 and up, one of them is 18. Probably want like 3 or 4 30s. Probably 4 maybe, I don't know. No big deal, no big deal. Like, these are meals as well. Like, we're not as invested on the gains here. I'm gonna buy like 5 of these. Alright, let's see if we can make anything good. No love. The 18 stat? This will be a juicer if that hits. I burnt all my luck earlier. Oh, yep. It's okay. Okay. Message received, game. I'm getting nothing else today. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, well, time to move on to the mage. Message received. I'm not expecting anything here. Last stream we made our 29-int hat. So it's going to be very, very hard to improve on this. It's going to take... I don't know what it's going to take. It's going to take a lot. So let's bring all our mage gear out. There's not even that many mage gear. There's like 5, 6 hats and a few gloves. I'll sell this. Why not? I don't need it anymore. So... with the 14 stat ones, I need to hit 2 30s. And then with the 15 stats, I need to hit 130. Because of our upgrade, it just makes everything a lot harder to upgrade on top of that. Oh, I have a cape as well. Sorry, I got a cape somewhere. Where is it? I know I have a cape, because... there it is. The cape, like... I'm only working with a 20 stat cape. Like, it should be upgradable if I just get a little bit of luck, please. So... yeah, we'll start with the hats. Again, these are really, really hard to upgrade, so I'm not expecting it to upgrade anymore, because we already hit 29 stat. Do I have helmet anywhere? No. helmet, I feel like 730s. 7. Alright, let's do it. Alright, one pass. This one still needs to hit 2 in a row. Even 660s in a row from here is not enough. We got 2 in a row. Let's put that aside for now. Okay, a little bit of promise on that one. Oh, bye-bye. Alright, the 15s only need to hit 1. Interesting. I mean, this is more potential than I'm used to having on the hats. Usually, this is more potential. We have 3 hats to work with at the moment. I usually do not get that far. We got one more. Let's see if it hits. Okay, so I have 3 to work with here. And in order to get an upgrade, I just need to pass all the 60s. Sounds easy enough, right? Which one do we want to begin with? Let's do the 5-slot one at the end, because this one is the closest. I'll do this one first. Where are my helmet scrolls? Here they are. Alright, 6 in a row. How hard is that, right? Easy. Yep! Oh my god, we got so close. It's already dead, because even if we pass the 30, 29, it just ties our current one. Is the defense similar? I mean, the defense is better. I'll give it a 30, just to, you know... It got so close, just for the sake of actually sending it off right. It deserves a 30. Alright, it's dead, no problem. Alright, number 2. 6 to go. Can we hit all 30s for the other 2? No, it's just too unrealistic. The helmet, the reason why like we don't do as many 30s on the helmet is that it's only an additional 1 stat. It doesn't make much. You know, for the overall it's like 5 stat, but for the helmet it's only like, and the regular scrolls are only 2. But the helmet's only 3 where the regular scrolls are 2. It's not even like that much of an advantage. And for that reason we use a lot less 30s on the helmet. Alright, back to the 60s. Yep. 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 Oh my god. This could be it. I think before I do it, I gotta get the other one to 1 slot left. Just in case it dictates my decision. I almost made 30. I'm so close to 30. I'm so close. That would be insane. We have to do this one first to see if it gets any closer. And if technically one of them hits 30 and I'm not done with the other one, I could 30% the other one. So, we got a lot on the line here. Let's see if this one gets any closer. Never mind. So, I mean, 30 stat is huge. Please. This will be big. Good luck to us. It's beautiful. I know it's only 1 stat, but it's just like, it's just how rare it is to make 30 stat. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm more excited about this game than like any other game. That is beautiful. That is sexy. It's just such a nice round number as well. It's delicious. Nice dummy 60 on the other hat. Yeah, you said it. If I did that on this one, it would have boomed. That was intelligent. Alright, we got some gloves to go. Once again, we're not expecting much on these. My current glove is 330s, 260s. It's going to be really hard to beat, so yes, the upgrades will not come thick and fast, but yeah, I'm still on a high from that one. Fail stack method indeed. Like, I'm on a high from that. Alright, let's get a few of these, maybe like 3. These are so expensive, which is another reason why I do not like going for it. And the helmet, I only had like 23 more spare scrolls. I was going to be done with this, because I don't want to exchange more vouchers for it. So I'm so glad I hit that upgrade. Let's do some gloves, see if we can get anywhere, but... Oh, this one can sell now, it's the 29 one. It's gone. Alright. Let's see if the 15 stat one passes. What is going on? What's going on? Alright, we still got 2 gloves to work with. I'm gonna do the other one first. I just got a feeling that it won't work, and this one is 1 stat higher. The gloves, like, the moment they lose a slot, they're dead. They can't be recovered. I need 1 more at least. Alright. Yeah, this one's dead, but we still got this one here. Fingers crossed. That was pretty... If this passes, that was super big brain. But it might just not matter. Let's see. Oh, I'm a big brain genius! But still, there's a lot of work to do. It's only 27 stat. We finished on what? 37? And each scroll gives 6? Yeah? I think either way I need to like 30 it out. Like I just need to 30 it out either way. Each scroll does give 6, correct? Sorry, I can't remember with these scrolls. Let me just like calculate how much I need. So yeah, 6 TMA, and then it's currently on 27. If I get 2 passes, it goes to 39. Yeah, 39. And my current one is 37, right? Correct. So if I get 2 out of 3 30s on this, then we're up by 2 stat. So that's the goal. But yeah, as I said, we're gonna have to 30 this one out. There's no choice. There's no world in which we use 60s on the glove in order to get an upgrade. So let's do it. Or do we want to do a bit of fail stacking? Maybe, right? Let's do the cape first. My current one is 20. I think the plan is like 60 it out until it fails. Nah, fuck that. No bitch. I'm gonna 30 it right away. Oh my god, it's a missed opportunity on the glove. It was a missed opportunity. Oh no. I gotta send the glove home. I gotta bring the glove home. Oh, sorry, the cape. What am I saying? I gotta bring the cape home. Yes. Alright, we'll finish the cape with 460s. I mean, it's 15, max of 23 if these all pass. It's, you know, 21, 3 out of 4 is still an upgrade, but yeah, I mean, I'd love to just 5 out of 5 it. Do you have a resistance band on your mic? I do. Because when it's not on there, it just flings up. I've got a weight holding it down, and then yes, the resistance band element is holding it in place. Okay, so I'm going for another 30 then on the cape, because we just failed that. Cape int 30, where is it? Oh, I already had one, oops. Okay, bye-bye. Alright, we're back to the glove. Let's just get it over with. It's been going far too long. Good luck to us. It's okay. How much more can you ask for? I got a 30 in hat today. What am I gonna ask for? Bro, did your mic arm tear a ligament too? No. It just needs to be there, okay? Let it go, Ellum. Alright. It's a good sesh. It's been a good sesh. We pretty much got everything we wanted. I'm just gonna sell this and then probably call it a day. It's been, you know, 90 minutes on the dot. Ching, glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, let's sell this. I don't think I have anything else to do in terms of scrolling. I'll probably call it a day there. You guys know I run pretty short streams, like 90-minute streams. Just give you guys the goods, you know, give you guys the gachapon and scrolling, like towards the end of my stream every time. Yeah, it was a good sesh, I'll be on my usual days, so Wednesday, Friday, or for American time it's Tuesday and Thursday. But the following week I'm going to be streaming a lot longer hours. It's going to be like a road to 200 stream, and like I'm really going to do some like 5-6 hour streams then. So yeah, I hope you guys look forward to it. I'd love to see everyone there next week. Until then, short 90-minute streams, and I'll leave it there for today though. So can't end on no desk slams, but I'm happy fluid. There's no reason for me to slam my desk if I'm not upset, which I'm not. So it is what it is. I'm going to wrap up, and I thank you all for joining, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.